Every time you have to do something important, you A. Suddenly need to pee. B. Have to check Instagram. C. Absolutely need another cup of coffee. D. All of the above. If you answer D, congratulations, you're officially a human. The first 10 to 15 minutes of any important task feel impossible. But why? In this video, we're breaking down exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how to make it easier. At the end, I'll share a simple strategy I personally use to push through. Make sure to watch till the end. For most people, the hardest part of a big task is just getting started. This is connected to how our brain's dopamine system works. Think about riding a bike. The first push on the pedals takes the most effort because you have to overcome the bike's resistance. Even though pedaling itself isn't so hard, the first push is a great example of why starting anything can feel so hard. Here's what we can learn from the biking example. 1. It takes energy to start doing something. 2. We have a goal, like getting to our destination. 3. There's always some resistance, like friction or even our own hesitation. 4. We need to keep going once we begin. 5. We gain inertia. Inertia basically says if something is moving, it'll keep moving unless something stops it. And if it's not moving, it'll stay still unless something makes it move. The idea comes from Isaac Newton's first law of motion, also known as the principle of inertia. See, when you sit down to work, even though all you want to do is finish working, your brain tries to avoid that hard first pedal and scans for the easiest way to do something else, anything that feels important in the moment. Wouldn't a snack and a coffee makes working easier? Hey, let's just check email real quick. Let's see if I have any updates on Instagram. I'll just make sure that everything is okay and then I'll get to working. This is what I call the dopamine itch, a restless, uncomfortable urge to do anything but focus. Your brain wants an instant reward, and the first 10 to 15 minutes of effort, it feels like the worst trade-off ever. Highly stimulation, low-effort activities like scrolling, snacking, or watching YouTube shorts increase your dopamine baseline. But then you crash, and any task will require a lot more energy. It's like beginning paddling your bike in the middle of a hill. Almost impossible. Your motivation drops, your energy drained, and suddenly the real work feels even harder. But here's the good news. You can rewire your brain to push through this phase. Let's break it down for a second. Before you start working, you need dopamine fuel. The easiest way to do that? Move your body for 20 minutes. 3 steps to regain dopamine fuel and start working. Step 1. Move your body. There's a direct connection between physical movement and dopamine generation. I won't go deep into science. Unless you want me, let me know in the comments, but trust me, it works. Here's what you do. Walk, run, clean, cook, anything that gets your body moving. While doing it, avoid using your phone. Set a timer and just move. You can listen to music or even a podcast, but no dumb scrolling. And if you struggle with staying off your phone, check out my video on how to avoid distractions. Step 2. Set up your environment. Eliminate friction. Before you even start working, remove all the little obstacles that could derail you. Get everything ready. Water, coffee, snacks, music, headphones, charger, good lighting, whatever you need to stay seated for at least an hour. Because if you have to get up in the middle of a deep work to grab something, your brain will take that as an excuse to escape. Step 3. Time block and trick your brain into focus. Now that you've primed your brain, it's time to actually get started. This step has 3 parts. First, set a time block. Start with 30 minutes of uninterrupted work. Use a simple timer. I use my iPhone's Clocks app while charging it horizontally with a MagSafe stand. It shows only the time running with no distracting notifications, and it works perfectly. 2. Decide what you'll do in those 30 minutes. Be realistic. Don't try to solve world hunger in just half an hour. If you're unsure where to start, just write. Use prompts like, what do I want to achieve today? What's one small step I can take right now? Writing for 30 minutes will warm up your brain and make it easier to transition into deeper work. 3. Make your brain think it's being watched. Set up a camera. Use an old phone, your main phone, or even your computer. Film a time-lapse of yourself working. Why? Because when your brain thinks someone is watching, it naturally wants to perform better. At the end of those 30 minutes, here's what you'll have. A time-lapse video of yourself working, which is oddly satisfying to watch. A decent proof that you can stay focused. A chunk of work done. And also a realization that 30 minutes wasn't that hard. So next time you can try 45 minutes. When you take a break, instead of grabbing your phone and start scrolling, that will drain your dopamine again, try to move your body. Walk, clean, stretch. This recharges your dopamine supply, so you'll be ready to focus again. Try this method and let me know if it works for you. And if you want more tips on avoiding distractions, check out this video next. To sum up, pedaling is rough for everyone, especially the first push, but you don't have to tackle this huge hill. Even if it seems like heading straight up is the quickest way to your destination, there are plenty of other roads you can take that will make cycling easier and a lot more fun. See you in the next one.